This is Sea of Stars, and today we answer the question, is Sea of Stars actually good? I'm going to preface this by saying that I won't be showing any footage from after the first section of the game so as not to spoil anything, but stick around to the end and you'll find out exactly how good or bad this game is, and if you should play it for yourself. With all that out of the way, get comfortable in your chair, turn up the dialogue loops, and off we go. First of all, I love the way the story is told to us through a book within thousands of others, as if our story is just one of so many other incredible tales and legends. My god, this game is gorgeous. The character portraits alone are so well detailed, the environments are stunning, and how often does a stylized game get water so perfect? Every little ripple and disturbance is just incredible. And just look at these animations, hair bobbing when walking, this backflip victory dance, and the most satisfying magic attack I've possibly ever used. Just listen to this. And speaking of attacks, combat is so ridiculously enjoyable. Every attack feels like it has the perfect amount of weight to it, and Zale's Sunball is letting me live out my wildest Dragon Ball Z dreams. Timing button presses for extra attacks isn't a new feature, but damn I'm happy it's in here. You really feel at one with the combat system, and it makes every battle an absolute joy to play. It becomes so much more dynamic and so much more engaging because of it. And I'm also absolutely loving these environment integrated battles. No fade to black, no transitions, the battle just takes place exactly where you are in the world. And we're back on the topic of environments, and I've said it before, but look at them! The leaves hanging down, the trees swaying, the soft glow all of the light sources give off. It's all just so well made. Wait, what's that? Oh. Okay. The difficulty scaling in the game seems almost perfect. Every battle is just difficult enough to be challenging without being unfair, and it really tries to keep you on your toes without being a stressful experience that makes you avoid battles. And on the topic of battles, monsters. Monster designs are also different and creative. They're all menacing and strong looking in some regard, but still have an element of believability to their designs, and I think that really helps with selling us on this world of monsters and magic. And also, since when were fishing minigames fun? I spent like half an hour here just catching fish to hear this music again. Even the tutorial for the game is fun. It's integrated into a flashback for our main characters, and at first I was apprehensive of this because in my experience, flashback tutorials end up being far too long and a huge info dump, but this is actually entertaining. It allows us to really bond with Zale and Valir, to enjoy their interactions and enjoy their mentality and the work they put in to get to where they are. And speaking of the characters, the writing for them is just yet another positive for this game. Every character has a very distinct personality, and it really helps to cement themselves in your mind when you meet them, and there isn't a single character so far that I haven't wanted to see more of or learn more about. The level up system is even interesting. It allows you to choose one stat per level up to boost growth in alongside all of your other stats, which should make for a lot of replayability into different builds for your party members. And the music in this game is just phenomenal. Every track I've heard I've loved. I mean, just listen to this boss track. Now, with all this being said, there are things I don't like about the game. You're forced to climb and jump in only specific locations, and I'd like to have more freedom to jump where I want to in that regard. On the topic of movement, the old school map travel is actually great, but it also has no diagonal movement, which feels a little weird on a joystick, especially when you can move diagonally outside of the map travel sections. It just ends up being slightly jarring when I suddenly can't move diagonally when I can in every other situation. The whole way through the game I couldn't help but notice a distinct lack of voice acting, and being someone who played Sea of Stars after playing both Octopath Traveler games, it's something I really miss, and the only thing I truly disliked in Sea of Stars. I would have liked to see even more personality given to the characters through voice lines throughout the game, especially with how charming the different characters actually are. Another slight negative is that I wish the game did a bit more to explain where to go at times. There were a few times where I found myself just sort of guessing and hoping. This isn't really a huge issue, as it was fairly intuitive to figure out, but a vague instruction like north or south to point me in the right direction would have been appreciated in some situations. Overall, Sea of Stars has impressed me beyond all expectations. It's quaint, yet refreshingly modern, and feels as though it was loved through every stage of its development. There are so many good things to say about this game, and I could keep going, but let's finally answer the question. Is Sea of Stars actually good? In my opinion, Yes. Giving the game anything less than a 9 out of 10 would be an insult. It hits every mark of a good game and then some. It's even an insult that you're still here watching this. Go buy the game, and in the meantime I'll be ending this video here so I can go and start a new save. If you enjoyed this, you might enjoy my review on the Outer Worlds, as well as the Forgotten Treasures playlist. If you're even still here after I told you to go and watch other videos, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it.